Who am I this Friday morning? Well, I'm someone who makes up rules and then breaks those rules because I already have picked what I'm going to talk about randomly yesterday, and now I'm going to talk about it now. Hasn't made any difference because I still don't know what to say, but this is who I am. I like doing things right. I'm a perfectionist. I like doing things right. Okay, I'm a perfectionist. And unfortunately, and whether this means I'm a perfectionist, I don't know. I'm not much of a perfectionist. I've never really thought of myself as a perfectionist. It's only just that I've been recording these videos and noticing how much I was bothered about doing it right, whether I was saying the right thing, whether the videos were going to be useful. It's only because I noticed that I decided, oh, look, I'm a perfectionist. This is an extra. This is my first extra. This item wasn't in my original list of 33 things that identify who I think I am. I'm a perfectionist, even though I've got ripped jeans. I never shave. I write blog posts very quickly and edit only a little bit because it's good enough. These videos, well, these are the videos. They're not slick. Hardly anybody watches them. I've been recording videos since 2009. I'm still waiting to be a YouTube superstar. I don't think it's going to happen for me. But still, perfectionism. There's an energy to it. And I take on that energy sometimes. It matters how I show up. It matters the impact I make. In fact, probably a lot of the characteristics, my personality traits, could well be described as some form of perfectionism or some form of requirement to be accepted, to be good enough, to be welcomed, to be one of you, to be one of us, to belong. It could also be seen as some form of, I can't share this because it's not quite good enough. So some form of not allowing the light to shine, not a form of not sharing, a form of fear. Seriously, I don't really identify with the perfectionist. When I see it in other people, I go, really? Does it really have to be that good? Really? It amuses me when I see it in other people. So I'm a bit perplexed that I seem to have it too, or it has me sometimes. Perhaps that's a better description. It has me sometimes. So these videos aren't really about what to do. You notice something. You notice it in somebody else. You notice it in yourself. What shall I do about it? Go on to Google. How do I stop being a perfectionist? Why perfectionism is futile. Perfectionism. Here's how to spot it. Here's what to do. Etc. These videos are not about what to do. There's nothing needed. You don't need to do anything. I don't need to do anything. But noticing and being aware, that's useful. What I say to my clients, notice with neutrality. Be neutral about what you notice. In yourself, absolutely. And often in other people. It's the gift of listening. Deeply listening to somebody else or to yourself. There's a neutrality in that listening. What this has got to do with perfectionism, I don't know. I am not the world's foremost leader on talking about perfectionism. This will be an imperfect offering on this particular subject. These videos are not about what to do. They're about noticing. They're about noticing that we're each of us doing the best in the moment that we're making of this moment, what we notice of it, what we make of it. It's our best. It's our best. It's what we're conscious of in this moment. Now let's say I notice a perfectionism arising in me. Okay. Or let's say I'm doing an activity and there's some form of dissatisfaction I notice. Okay. I don't have to call it perfectionism. I don't have to call it anything. I can just notice. And just carry on. Nothing needs to be fixed. Often, in a coaching conversation, I can feel off. I can feel this conversation it's not having the impact I want it to have. But it's got nothing to do with me, what the client makes of the interaction. That's with them. I can just point. I can just be here and respond and listen. And then the rest is up to them. It's not on me. It's not on me what you make of these videos. I could do a really polished video, really professional, hire someone, be slick or be slickly unslick. You still might not like it. I might not like it. So I found just showing up as naturally as possible is how I want to do things. And it will speak to some people and it won't speak to others. Some people will want slick, shaved, short hair. Some people will want that. And that's fine. But they're not my people. Simple. These videos are about noticing what we create and then we label perfectionism. I don't like being criticised. I like to understand. There are all sort of energies that we give names to, but they're really just these basic energies they're survival energies. Unnecessary survival energies, but survival energies. And they just happen, whether we want them to or not. Just this noticing with neutrality is just this wonderful way of being with yourself and with other people. Much less judgmental, much less harsh, much more gentle, much more, what's the word? Much less striving. It gets done without the striving, without the labelling. It gets done. It gets done, Steve. You do what you do. Your offering is what your offering is. When that pressure's taken off, we open up to a more infinite source of creation. That's not us, but can act through us. Call it inspiration. Call it out of the blue, an out of the blue idea. Call it divine intervention. Call it listening to God, a conversation with God. Call it a random act of genius. Call it getting out of the way. As I said, I don't particularly identify with this perfectionism energy, but it's there in a small dose. That's my buzzer to say I'm done. Perfectionism. Interesting label for an energy, for a wanting to do better, for a wanting to improve, for a wanting to make a difference, for a wanting to have an impact. It's a useful energy. I'll just turn it off. My phone's charging over there. It's a useful energy. It's an energy. It's a noticing. Nothing to do. That's what I think, anyway. In this imperfect offering, I share with you about the perfectionist I notice in myself. All good. Thanks for watching. Another video coming soon. Bye-bye. A strange thing just happened. Just 30 minutes ago. I was writing down a list of who I think I am items as some kind of practice for me. And then suddenly I had this idea to make videos out of them. And you've probably just watched one of the videos. I have no idea why I should do that, but it just seemed to make sense. And maybe it's to help me promote my course called Remembering the Happiness Within. Maybe. I don't know. I guess my course on Teachable is my second attempt to get you to answer this question for yourself. This who am I question. My first attempt was an e-course called How to Be Happy. The thing is, it's ultimately about this, I think. How do I stop suffering? And there is an easy answer to that question. I'm starting to see more and more. And that is, realize that you're not who you think you are. I wonder who you think you are, what it is that you believe about yourself, what you can do, what you can't do. I wonder if these videos are stirring those questions up for you too. I do hope so. Thank you for watching.